Hello and welcome back. As we promised in the past, here's the first of the two-part series on the aspect of parent and teen conversation. Now, we explored a few tips from a parent perspective in our prior videos, and we'll attempt to delve on this topic from a teen's perspective in this and in the next video. Now, as I speak to you, I want all our young followers to be aware that every adult was once a teenager too. So were your parents, albeit in a different world and in a different context. Now, difficulty in connecting with parents is not something new, and it has been around since parenting. It's just that the issue has become a little more acute now, owing to many other distractions that fill our lives, parents and teens alike. Now, I fully understand that I'm speaking to very intelligent young people here, and therefore this is not a sermon, rather points for you to consider in improving the conversational relationship with your parents. Now, we will cover just 3 pointers in this video and save the rest for the next one. Alright, so let's go. The first and the foremost, there's this whole notion that my parents don't understand. They don't get it. They will never be able to understand. Of course, your best friends get it when you open up to them because they are equally clueless about most of your experiences and perhaps are experiencing a similar situation in their own context. This "my friends get it" is not a good reason for you to believe that your parents lack empathy. Stop that belief from taking root. At best, this kind of an approach will impact the nature of the conversation, or worse, will lead to avoidance of conversation with your parents. Now, all parents get it, period. Granted, some are slower than the others, and a few others ask a lot more questions than the others. In the end, they get it. They want to get it. Now, having said that, let's come to the second one. Avoidance of conversations is not a great strategy. Now, everyone understands that things are not hunky-dory all the time. There are times when things get out of hand, stressful situations arise, relationship issues, confusion about sexual orientation, whatever it might be. You are better off talking to your parents. Yes, there are going to be more questions than answers when you bring up some of these topics. Be prepared. Many times, I have personally avoided conversations because I did not want to deal with the unpleasantries related to it. Now, the truth of the matter is that the issues that are important enough are better discussed as they arise. As they say, when the cat comes out of the bag, things get murkier, and to say the least, this leads everyone down the vicious spiral of disengagement, lack of trust, yelling, screaming, slamming the door, whatever else. It's all because everyone wants to set things right but don't know where to start, and it seems much late in the game. The third and the final for this video, engage and interact with people at home. Building an engaging and trusting relationship takes time, even with folks in your home. I know it's much easier these days to shut the door of your room. Now, for those of us who are privileged kids that have the room of their own, and parents alike, and not interact with folks in the house, especially during these COVID times when everything requires us to sit in front of screens and gadgets. Building rapport and relationship is a two-way street. The onus is as much on you as your parents to build a cordial relationship. Now, how often have you asked your parents, "How is your day? How are things at work for you?" As you're growing up into a young adult, do you know that your parents begin to take some solace in your company, and in some cases are able to talk about issues that bother them to gain your perspective? Now, with this, we will stop here. The reason for most conversations not to take place is not due to something earth-shattering. It lies in a number of smaller details that we talked about. So it is very likely that none of these points that we discussed today seems like news to you. It is about staying aware. It's about taking action. And more on this in the next episode. Until next time, let us know if you have any questions or comments and have some feedback for us. We'd love to know what you think. So until next time, bye for now.